Hello and welcome to the Unnamed Car Buying Show. I'm joined once again by my friend and colleague Lyn Woodward. Hello, Lyn.
Hi.
Today's topic is something that I think will make more sense for a wider swath of people. We're not doing overlanders, we're not doing V8 sports cars, we're not doing all that stuff. We're looking for the best family car for 25 grand or less. And I'm going to throw it to you first because my pick is awesome.
Oh, I figure mine's gonna win.
Okay.
Um, this was a really challenging one because you could go in so many different directions. Like for some
Oh yeah.
people, family car means sedan. For some people, family car means hatch, like a hot hatch, or a smaller hatchback,
Sure.
because they don't have a massive family. My brother and his wife have one child. I mean, I'm sure they would still like a three-row SUV, but do they need that? No, they really
No,
don't.
they don't.
So it was hard to kind of narrow this one down. And I did sort of look at like crazy, crazy. Like I think I found a Panamera that was, because
For
that's
under
what I do.
25?
Yes. But then it had 0 miles. And so I called the like really sort of maybe shady dealership in, on the East Coast. And I was
Yeah.
like, how many miles are on this? And the guy's like, oh, 110,000. And I'm like, okay, bye.
It's actually lower than I would have thought.
I mean, but it was a Panamera Turbo too. So
God, yeah, he meant to say 210,000.
exactly.
All right, text me this
But
link so I can see what we're doing.
so I just sent that to you. Now I'm gonna say I actually drove this. What? You're
Nothing,
laughing
nothing.
already.
I don't know. It's a smart pick. Go ahead.
Come on. It's a good pick. I drove shut up.
Say what it
I
is. Say what it is.
This is a 2021 Chrysler Pacific hybrid minivan.
Mhm.
Now, I had the don't give me that. I
No,
can
no,
see
it's a
fast on your
strong
face
choice. It's a
so
strong.
far.
Go ahead.
So I drove this. I had this as a long termer, like I think one of my first, maybe like my first or second year at Kelley Blue Book. I was so incredibly surprised and blown away by this car. How versatile it was, how helpful it was. Look, it's big, it's too big for me. I just one person does not need all this car. However, because it's a plug-in hybrid, this is one of the reasons why I picked it. 32 miles of pure electric range. I did a test 1 week where I literally just drove it on electric power. Not a joke. I made it like 1,000 miles was as long as I could go without ever having to fill up the gas tank, which
Wow,
I thought was really pretty impressive.
that's
And there
amazing.
was some hypermiling going on for
Sure.
sure, but I did it. And so one tank of gas to get 1,000 miles out of
It's
it,
crazy.
to me was super impressive.
Yeah.
It has a third row of seats that fold down. They don't fold down as conveniently as like on the Sienna.
Hmm.
They don't kind of like tuck in,
Yeah.
but you can definitely tuck them in. They recline. This particular one is the Touring L, so it has a ton of awesome features on it. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, of course, but this has rain sensing wipers, which is one of my absolute favorite
I do
features.
like those. I like those.
I love it. I don't even have to worry about when it goes on. It just goes on.
Yeah.
Power lift gate. I think for so many reasons, this is a really terrific family car. The other thing that I'm going to say about it is this thing is actually really fun to drive. We've used it on
I
several
agree.
occasions as a camera car
Mhm.
and for when we were shooting video. And this thing is quick. You have that instant electric power right at your disposal. And so it's not just sort of this logy, like terrible car. 66,000 miles,
Is
24
amazing.
$24,749 dollars. This is the winner.
Okay. Just hitting send on mine now.
Oh God. You're not winning. You're not gonna win.
Okay. I'm definitely winning. Um,
What are you winning? You're
I
winning.
have picked a 1996 Buick Roadmaster wagon because it has way more room and is way more comfortable than your minivan. This one only has 75,000 miles, which for these is excellent. This has a 5.7 liter, basically the same engine as the Corvette and the cop cars of the era. It's the last year for the Roadmaster. And if you are out there shopping for Roadmasters, you have to get 94, 95, or 96 because the earlier ones have
You just said a
it's not the
sentence.
LT1.
You literally just said a sentence that like 5 people have said. If
That's
you're
fine.
out shopping for road,
That's fine. That's fine. Those are wonderful people, those 5 people. Additionally, this one says it was owned by a little old lady in Beaverton, Oregon for 22 years and was garage kept and unabused. So it's kind of high for a Roadmaster price wise, because you can find these for under 10 grand, but the ones I found were like 150,000 miles, a little bit of rust. This is the cleanest one that's not like hacked up or has the crappier V8 engines. This is a gorgeous road couch of American muscle, and it is glorious. And I made it just under the $25,000 mark, and I think this is like, why drive a minivan when you can drive this? Besides the 1,000 miles on a tank, which this will not do.
And the rain sensing wipers, man.
You know what? You know what senses the rain? My eyeballs. So, and then I go click, and the wipers come on.
Look, I mean, I can see why you went there. This is such a you car. Like, I don't know, would Sloan feel comfortable rocking this on her way to school?
Sloan gets driven in a 91 Montero. She's been driven in a 74 Mercedes. She will someday be driven in a 67 Mustang, hopefully, by before Christmas, but you know, that's pushing it. So Sloan would be happy to go in what would be the most modern car I've owned, actually, if it's a 96.
I mean, that's not a joke.
Yeah,
People,
that's true.
people watching at home, he's not lying.
No, because my Jag was an 86, which actually had the same engine, basically, that's in this car, oddly enough. 350 or 5.7 liter V8 from a Corvette. What year was my engine? It might even be the same engine that was in my Jag.
Maybe it's the same car.
Maybe it's the same car. No, this is more glorious than my Jag by far.
It's glorious. The wood paneling,
glorious.
look, I'm here for this car. Like these things are just like part of my youth and my, well, maybe not so much childhood, but my 20s hood, whatever you want to call
My
it.
childhood.
Your childhood, you fresh face coworker. Yes. So listen, I'm a sucker for a wagon. It was the first place that I went when we got this assignment or when we decided on this. So, oh God.
How about here's the deal. But for reality, your pick wins. It's a smarter, correct choice. For heart and soul, the Heart and Soul Award, the Roadmaster, no question. I've actually looked into buying one of these. Yeah,
hands down. You know, James Lippman, we have a mutual friend who had one of these, and I think Dax Shepard didn't. Dax
has a monster. I think his has an LS9 in it.
God, I hate that I even picked a dumb minivan.
It's
a good one.
Minivans make a lot of sense. They are brilliant vehicles. I've said this before. If me and 3 of my bro friends were like, let's go to Vegas for the weekend, the best vehicle to drive there is a minivan, because you fold the middle row down. You use that as like leg room. They can sit back there with like a cooler of beer, maybe, or something like that. It is the best. And you just said 1,000 miles. So we're making it to Vegas and back on 1 tank of fuel. It's
so you have to charge though. You have to charge every 30. You have to like use the electric part.
Yeah. But you can charge at the hotel.
Perfect.
And yeah, perfect choice. So you win in the real world. I win in my world, which
fantasy land.
Yes. Yeah. I think that's fair to say.
Okay, good. I expect to see this in your driveway in about 3 or 4 days.
I don't have 25,000 to spend on it. I get to spend money on this hunk of crap.
Please send cash to his GoFundMe for the Mustang.
There you go. So congratulations on the reality win, and congratulations to me on
the emotional fantasy win.
We both did well.
Thanks
for watching, everybody. Comment in the comments for other topics we should do, other vehicles you may have found, and why the Roadmaster is the actual better choice. Thank you.